And here we are. Midnight Oils coming at you hot with another reality check you can only get here. That's here with the brass tacks on the Midnight Damn Oils. Let's see how we sound tonight. Damn, we sound good. Damn. Anyway, tonight it's going to be about mainly Resident Evil and Resident Evil related material. That includes Dead by Daylight, which recently released a trailer for its new content. Its new cash grab, which I would consider basically all of the content Dead by Daylight puts out. That company, it's all just a cash grab. Unless you play it for free and don't pay. Believe me, don't pay. How's everyone doing tonight in the compartment bay? We got Mr. Din, the diabolical man. We got Ardoc. Here comes the brass tacks pain. What up, partner? Macofillo in the house. We got Golden Apples. Dutch. Predator 5, the movie. It can wait. Trust me. Although I am interested. It can wait very much so indeed. We got the Ancient Oracle, Austin 999 in the compartment bay. Honestly, I know a lot of you guys are Resident Evil fans, and I don't have to explain the current situation. But in case you're brand new here, a real Resident Evil fan since day one. I've been there, I've seen it. Favorite copy of the franchise happens to be Resident Evil 2. I like it because it compels in a different way than other survival horror. It's short, but it's so sweet. And it has multiple scenarios to go through. So, while Resident Evil isn't perfect, everyone here knows that. Especially coming from Capcom, I mean, I don't have to explain them either. Lazy devs. Lazy millennial devs. Yes, indeed, they push that product despite showing us less. Resident Evil 3, the perfect example of that. The remake from, 2020? Garbage. But Resident Evil 9 supposedly has leaked recently, and I'm here to tell you that all of those rumors... well, not all of those rumors, but almost all of those rumors are false, and I would take them very much with a large grain of salt. Fact of the matter is this: Resident Evil 9 didn't leak. Maybe a couple pieces of the future of Resident Evil leaked, but my God, I'm not gonna cross wires here thinking about too much of that. I think some leaks are genuine, and I think some are fabricated and for an audience. Yeah, when people click the little heart on Twitter, that doesn't just do nothing. Anyway, what up, Photon Bread? Got Vision in the house. There's a mosquito in the... Oh my God, a mosquito. Screw that, bro. You guys remember when there were mosquitoes in Resident Evil? Well, I don't know if you'd call them mosquitoes, but shit, man. I've been there so long, and I've seen so much different action with Resident Evil. And what they've done to milk the franchise is downright... I mean, they won, okay? Doesn't matter what anyone does. If we didn't pay for the rest of our lives for Resident Evil or Rockstar or, any of their games, they'd probably still be just fine. They'd probably be crunching a profit all the damn time. Even if we stop paying. But games like Dead by Daylight run on nostalgia fuel, and people are willing to pay because there's nothing to play. As I was saying last night with our little free-to-play rant, where basically went on for 2.5 hours talking about the potential gaming apocalypse. It's not an apocalypse, man. Maybe for some companies like 343, Halo is in an apocalypse. It's in a whirlpool of pain, and nobody can quite take it away. You'd have to destroy the franchise to build it again. Just like Resident Evil. So please, if you're new here, make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, the bell, because we go live more than we produce videos. And my God, these lights are bright. It's not that I'm shy of the camera. I've done this 400 times now. I'm not shy of the camera. I'll get up and I'll get right in that camera's face. But these lights hurt my eyes. As such, I put on the glasses. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Hey, Dillion, have you ever played Warframe? I've thought about it. Another free-to-play title, right? For the longest damn time. I'm just not so much into... Well, nothing has grabbed me that I've seen. Destiny 2, on the other hand, that's kind of a similar situation. Nothing grabbed me that I seen. It was seemingly Destiny 1 Part 2. But then I played it, and obviously when you play something, you get a different experience. So maybe I'll have to check it out. Warframe. Dylan, do you use Streamlabs or OBS? Just got a capture card. I use both. I've been trying to get Streamlabs OBS to work, but this computer right here, it can handle OBS, and this is the streaming center right now. I can switch it back, but it will be back-breaking effort. Soon I probably will, but Streamlabs OBS seems to be quite a seriously demanding software. So I'm going to have to figure something out. Maybe I'll try, I don't know, many difficult things in the way of streaming. You trying to stream, Photon Bread? Look up a video game called Mr. Mosquito. Hey, man, is that from, like, the PS2 era? That's like, you're talking some good stuff, man. I seen that on G4. Hey, what up, Johnny? Johnny Knoxville. Let the brass tacks certified reality checks come through like they always do. Oh, it's flowing like water. Flowing like coffee. I tell you what, I'm caffeinated and ready to go. So if you guys haven't seen it, let me just reiterate. This was released yesterday. Well, a little bit further than yesterday, I would say. Let's get down to it. Things like this are the reason I reality check the entire gaming industry, even games I don't really like or play. I have multiple things to say about this trailer in Dead by Daylight, but I'm gonna try and keep it short and sweet for you guys. I don't want to take up all of your time. Ada. Rebecca looks amazing. Ada, she looks good, I guess. I'm on the fence. Wesker.
I'll kill you quickly.
I don't know about the voice, but he looks awesome. I don't know how I'm gonna feel if...
You will not live to see the dawn.
Cheesy, man. They are so cheesy. So cheesy, man. Dead by Daylight, the PvP French-Canadian game that, well, it plays off of entirely nostalgia. Resident Evil is no new thing to Dead by Daylight. They've been pumping out content via Resident Evil for quite some time. And I don't blame them one damn bit. Obviously, that's the direction I would go. My God. Money Train, yes, I am aboard. But this is the only way the game is staying alive. Resident Evil is carrying Dead by Daylight. The damn game is so... It's strange how large the fan base is of Dead by Daylight. Because I look at how much feedback they get and how much, you know, how often they're trending, which is basically all the time on Twitter. Just literally all the damn time. I'm always looking, some new killers coming out, something like that. And guess what? The game has basically never improved or changed drastically over time. It has been the same since day one. And now Resident Evil, once again, saving this franchise. But Resident Evil itself needs saving. So what are we doing here? Are we just like... Are we just piling up life rafts, or what the hell is going on? Because I just literally cannot fucking tell. Oops. Oops, I'm cussing. I need to calm down, please. Anyway, tonight on this reality check, what I'd like to say is survival horror is not dead. Or nearly dying. It is alive, people. And this is not a doom and gloom stream. I just wanted to break it down and tell like it is. When it comes to Resident Evil. Hey, what up, video?
If RE9 has pre-rendered backgrounds and tank controls, I'm with it.
Oh.
If not, I don't care, personally.
Hey, I agree. You know what? 100%. Thanks for the 5 through super chat. Partner, hell yeah, thank you. If RE9 has pre-rendered backgrounds and tank controls, I'm with it. There's never anything I've heard that I agree with more than that. Pre-rendered backgrounds, baby. That right there is enticing in itself. Just to think that we could get back to some level of, you know, like the way games look these days. It looks like they put a lot of work into them. Resident Evil 2 looks really good. But it doesn't have dual scenarios like the original. You know, Claire and Leon had 2 different ways they could go, it feels like. Like, the storytelling route is not Capcom's forte, I guess, these days. It's more the route of how beautiful can something look and how much content can we pump out over time. Resident Evil Village, for example, I mean, damn. They've been waiting a while for RE-verse and some type of DLC. I mean, Lady Dimitrescu, the Milker Queen. Oh my god. No thanks. That lady needs lotion. A whole damn barrel of it. Pre-rendered backgrounds, baby. What up, DeathX? You don't like Dead by Daylight? I'm not a big fan myself. The Kino and the Comfy Awards presented by Dylan. What up, Donnie? Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. Just imagine, though. Hey, Mr. Din, don't be doom and gloom, sir. You know what? We need to be positive mental attitude. You gotta keep a strong backbone as a gamer and tell them you're not gonna bend the foot. You're not gonna curl the knee to this needless cash grab. You just don't pay, as far as I'm concerned, until the product meets the necessary demands. Pre-rendered backgrounds, baby. And how about, you know what? That's the thing. That's the thing I was about to say. The pre-rendered backgrounds specifically, I think you could create more games with pre-rendered backgrounds than you could with these fancy Unreal Engine, this and that. Just photorealistic looking, but non-interactive. You can't shoot a shot table off the desk in Resident Evil 2 Remake. You can't. Nor in Resident Evil 3 Remake, which to me is even worse on a scale of Resident Evils. As time moves forward, we can only get deeper into this mold trilogy, right? Well, I think at the end of this mold trilogy is the perfect time to reboot it, and I've been waiting for it for a while now. Because I called Resident Evil Village from day one. And some people know that and some people don't. Man, when people tip their hat to me and they say, damn, Dylan, you were right. You told it like it is, and you know what? That shit happened. I love that shit. It is like, damn, finally, just a little bit, just a crumb of, you know, hey, man, look what happened. You called it. And I did. I'm sorry I did, but Resident Evil is going in one direction. Evolution or devastation. And right now it is currently in the phase of the Crossroads era. When the mold section, when the mold trilogy is done, what are we going to see next? More RE-verse, more microtransactions like that? Because I'm not sure they're prepared. Or maybe they are now that they've delayed that damn free game for over a year. Is it over a year now? I can't even remember. ReVerse was supposed to be there in the package day one. Am I mistaken? And I kind of like the idea of it, you know. Something a little bit different, something cheap, but effective. I mean, that's the damn whole reason I bought Resident Evil Village. I didn't buy Village for $30 because I wanted to play it. No, I blasted through that and got the achievements. Boom, done, baby. But what I wanted was ReVerse so I could laugh at it and play with buddies, you know, you guys. That would actually mean they would have to work instead of just downloading Unity and reskinning assets. The reskinning assets era is not over, and that sucks because we know it. We exactly know it. The way they reusing the boxes even, like, for how long now? It's just kind of ridiculous. Same sounds, same ridiculous. But I will say the 3D atmosphere audio from Resident Evil Village was really good at certain points. Only at certain points, though. It wasn't utilized throughout, which is strange as hell. As far as what's going to happen with Resident Evil 9, though, I mean, I've been calling it since I've been calling it. I'm sorry I'm right. You know, it sucks being right all the damn time, or at least most of the damn time. Gotta be wrong once in a while, right? Or I'm not damn human. And I am most certainly human. But I definitely feel a little bit, you know, elevated sometimes. But basically, the way I see it, there is one path. To finish the Mold trilogy, you're going to step in the shoes as Rose Winters, but not just in the DLC Shadows of Rose. People think I'm bullshitting around here, man. But they're trying to relax you into the role. They're trying to get you into the mindset of being able to play as Rose. Oh, this is a stepping stone from here to there, so it makes sense. Yeah. I personally think Resident Evil Village doesn't make any sense. I think they forced it, and some things are so wrong they can never right them. There's nothing you can do. I think part of the formula has been ruined forever. The beautiful cake is going away. The cake is a lie. Resident Evil 9 will now feature killer couches. Killer couches? That's pretty intense, but I think more so than a couch. I think we're... a couch, huh? I mean, damn. That would freak me out. A couch with teeth? Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. But the current rumors are that Resident Evil 9 completely leaked. I find that to be preposterous. The game didn't leak. They just need some talking points right now. Resident Evil, when it goes on sale, anytime it goes on sale, any of them, I keep my eyes open, which is pretty much all the damn time. They're going on sale every other couple weeks or so, and I'll tell you, I pay attention because when that happens, that means something's moving around in Capcom's pockets. Whether it be something of suspicion or something that I find, well, worth talking about. I personally think the next thing with Resident Evil is going to be Resident Evil versus DLC. Sorry. Microtransactions, not DLC. Microtransactions. That'll be the next talking point that is a very big negative portion of it, because I don't think they prepared for that. I think they gave you all the characters straight from the start, and then they're like, oh shit, we can make a whole lot of money from this free game that was included. My god, why would you delay ReVerse so long? It's to prepare the other skins to get ready for you to buy and consume on. Capcom really needs that. I don't know what they're fueling. A nuclear power plant or something? I don't know. They don't need this much money. But they are rolling in the dough, people. So as reality check season moves forward, let me just put it like this. The Resident Evil fans are losing. Capcom is absolutely winning. They are on top, and there is nothing we can do except hope that the next content is delicious. Resident Evil Village is just Capcom's version of Silent Hill 1. Resident Evil 9 will be Capcom's version of Silent Hill 3. Think about it. Hey, I'm thinking about it, man. I'll pin that comment. I'll pin that shit. Resident Evil Village wasn't even scary. The only scary part of it was, like, destroyed. The 3D audio portions are limited to, like, a very small capacity of that game. Like, the mansion, the underground. I don't know. There is very little going on with that portion of the game. I know they worked on it, but my God, it's like there were 6 teams working on this game, working on different parts, and they didn't really, you know, one person crafted this amazing part of it, and they never really utilized it. I just don't know, man. There needs to be some type of map when it comes to this, because Resident Evil's development, I think they're on the right track with the RE engine. I think they're on the right track. I think it looks amazing. But at the same time, it's non-interactive. It's really just limited to being beautiful. Another walking simulator from Capcom. Oh boy. I don't think that's what's coming. I don't think that's exactly what's going to come from Capcom when it comes to Resident Evil 9. But these leaks are atrocious nonsense. They're talking about, like, worshiping the moon and a lady dressed in gold and green. Like, yeah, part of that could be true, but my God, this is so vague and atrocious. Like, are you dead serious, people? I guess when they throw a bone, dogs gotta bite, right? But me, personally, I look at it like this. They're looking for talking points within the gaming industry. Everyone is. It's a little bit dry out there, but I'm not worried, man. Worrying is something of my past, and now I have moved on to become basically a digital monk of reality. And that's where I'm at. I'm not worried about Resident Evil because it will eventually evolve. And it evolves into shit again, guess what? We're going to reality check it again, because there's nothing more like a nice, heated reality check. And that brings me to, well, basically, the subject of this stream is more so general Resident Evil. But Resident Evil 9, I've called it, man. Rose Winters, you're going to be in her shoes, and she's going to be some probably type of badass. It's hard to tell at this point. But what I can tell is that there's things left unsaid, even within the Rose Winters DLC. Before I've even seen it, before I've even seen Shadows of Rose, I already know there's something missing. Unanswered questions like the end of Resident Evil Village. Which is all you need to look at to know where we probably are going. What up, PogChamp? What up, Michael Black? How we doing, man? My God. Everything good, man? 7 was way better than 8. What up, James Tukino? Sorry, man. I had to go off. I was on a roll. Yo, what up, Dylan in chat? What up, PogChamp? Ever played Aliens vs. Predator? It's a Sega 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, my foot! I bought it in a 5 and below store, man. That's a cheap dollar store type situation, man. And I never even played it. I took it to a store after that and gave it to them, and they gave me $8. So I was up $3, baby. Hey, Dutch. We need. God, I love coffee. They should have added the third-person view update on RE7. That would have made it a completely different game, wouldn't it? They say Resident Evil Village is more action-oriented. I don't know if I'd call it action-oriented. I'd say... Oh, man. Action-oriented? I think not. I mean, I guess there's more shooting in Resident Evil Village, but the horror factor has decreased. I feel like there's so much ammo, so many elements you can utilize in the environment. Yeah, Michael Philo in the house, busting out the peach situation. Thank you for the support. The super sticker. Oh my god, beautiful peaches. That's what we love, partner. Bringing fruit. RE2 and RE4 look amazing. Never played them. I played RE5, I think, co-op with a friend who played as Sheva. Resident Evil 5 is acceptable. I think it's a pretty good Resident Evil game. Even if it's, leaning outside of the Resident Evil zone. I feel like there's a core element of Resident Evil that is now lost. And man, am I saying Resident Evil a lot. It's almost like I should say RE at this point. Everyone knows what it is. Holy shit. Giovanni in here. No way. The free next-gen upgrade of 2 and 3 are a joke. I seen slight increases in maybe like a shine, a little glimmer, But honestly, yeah, it really isn't shit. It was another reason. That's what I'm saying as well. Death X. You know what I'm saying? When games go on sale, you should pay attention. Perhaps the industry is moving in some kind of direction, especially Capcom. You know what? Capcom is on top. I said that already, but they are. The situation is they are more... they have more money flowing in than any of the, top dogs in first-person... I mean, they're it, man. Who else is there? Capcom is... they're just rolling in the dough. Just rolling in it. And they will continue to. They put out Resident Evil 4 on everything. Literally everything. There's not one thing I don't think that can... Yeah, I can't think of anything that can't play Resident Evil 4 at this point. And that's what I'm kind of saying here. When games go on sale like that, a whole shitload of Capcom titles, it means maybe something's being presented, maybe something's coming out of the woodwork. And with Resident Evil 9 supposedly leaking, which is a joke to me. It's a joke. Maybe little tiny pieces here and there are reality. But at this point, they're not. Details are not leaking. That's just how it is. I'm not going to say how I do or don't know or whatever, but man, they are not leaking. You go to Residents of Evil's page, the biggest Capcom shills, probably directly paid by Capcom, to always push that product, always play it, always put it in front of people's faces. Oh my god. I love Resident Evil, and I probably will forever, but man, right now there is a dark cloud overhead, and although most people prefer playing Resident Evil Village, I think we need a little poll in here, man. It's very hard to market a game to be scary if you have 4 or 5 smoking hot chicks hunting you. 4 or 5? Say what? Vampires. Goblins and ghouls. I'm bringing that saying back, man. Maybe we'll get goblins in Resident Evil 9. But I think what we're actually going to get, if you want me to be completely upfront, I think they're going to cap it off with some human combat. I think they're going to swerve us and throw in some human combat. Or maybe not human necessarily, but I think you will be fighting ballistic versus ballistic. Kind of like the... Would you call them Ganados? In Resident Evil 5 specifically, just like we were talking about. I think they will have weapons. I think it's going to be like Las Plagas era again. Whatever they were dropping at the end of Resident Evil Village, it looked like human beings who had turned. And they were in heavy gear, carrying equipment and stuff. And I don't know what they were exactly, but I think we'll be fighting something like that. Somewhere in Resident Evil 9. Maybe not necessarily at the beginning or end or throughout the whole damn thing, but I can tell you what. All these people talking about Resident Evil 9 being this game where they're worshipping the moon and they're talking about planetary shit in space. And, I've heard a lot of Resident Evil rumors, but that's pretty creative. I could see why they went with that, but I think some of these details are really just off. So I might go down the list on some. Poll. Too bad we never got the clock tower added that was leaked for RE3. Leaked for RE3? Wait, that existed? Son of a bitch. Holy shit, James. Holy shit. I didn't know. I thought that was just like a fan creation or something. Here, we need a little poll going in here, man. Anyway, let's see. Let's get some of this dead air out of here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look at something real quick. Make sure you guys are good. As far as Resident Evil 9's rumor list goes, it's pretty long. Well, I mean, kind of. I'm not going to get down to it on every single damn one, but some of this is just goofy. One of the main villains is said to be a woman who dresses in green and gold, in a green and gold gown. And they sound like Mother Miranda. I mean, yeah, it's possible, but my God. I mean, specifics like that make me think this is just nonsense. This is coming from, like... Who is this coming from, by the way? Let me see here. 4chan. Exactly. So that's why I don't really, I take this very limited. But Resident Evil 9 Apocalypse, I seriously fucking doubt that is going to be the title. Here, let me get some type of Bach or something rolling. I don't know. Why am I looking over there? It's literally right in front of my face. I hope it's not loud. Please don't be loud, my God, please. There we go. By the way, the lines are open if anybody wishes to call in at any point. Can't wait for AW2. Oh, Alan Wake 2, baby! Holy shit. That's something to look forward to right there. That's something I am going to buy day one. I would buy a PlayStation 5 to play Alan Wake 2. I hope that sentence carries weight, because that's a reality. Now, I know it sucks that I tell it like it is. But you know what, people? Someone's got to say it. Resident Evil 4. I am excited for it, yes indeed. But when it comes to Resident Evil remakes, have they done what they've needed to do as far as a remake goes? If you're going to remake something, I feel it should meet or exceed the original content. Meet or exceed the original content. I don't think Resident Evil 3 is anywhere even fucking close to the original in terms of depth. I have never in my life seen such a half attempt. It's almost admirable how fucking far they dropped the ball. It's almost admirable. It's like, goddamn, you fucked up that bad? Wow. It's almost like you wanted it to fail. Not only did you take out the clock tower, I mean, shit. What you did to Brad, what you did to Marvin, what you did to Carlos and Jill Balls. Jill Balls! as in testicle. If that is going to be what happens with Resident Evil 4, then I don't want it. But I am hyped because it looks pretty fucking good. You know why it looks pretty fucking good? It looks pretty good because it is next generation only. But so far, I'm starting to wonder if this is going to be a bad thing or a good thing. I think they're forcing next-gen games. Not Capcom, the industry. Gotham Knights doesn't look next-gen only, but it is. It is. Every time I say that, I'm like, what the fuck? Gotham Knights? And that's what we reality check around here. Open world games, survival horror. 7 all the way, baby. Dylan, so can you beat my download speed? 600 megabits per second and 30 upload? I could do an internet speed test right now. Here, let's just check. It will probably be called Resident Evil 9 Phoenix. Good luck. Phoenix? They should just call it Resident Evil 9 Chris Redfield is dead. Fuck it. Honestly. Screw it. I hope it's a Last of Us 2 situation. People are saying that's what they're going to do with Kratos. Fuck no. If they do that, they are literally just destroying their own franchise. They'd more so kill Kratos' son, I would imagine, than Kratos. That would take away the entire point. That would take away the entire fucking... I don't know. Maybe I just don't get it. But I can tell you, I'd rather not get it. I don't like God of War. At least the new iteration's pretty boring, but we'll see. Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. The Gotham Knights gameplay looked really soulless, bro. Looks bad. Looks bad. The comments are saying it. Cringe writing. Strange acting. Batgirl seems dumb as shit. But just terrible. Just a terrible character. It's almost a comedy at this point. How many shitty fucking games we get. But that's why we've got a good old YouTube channel, right? So we can come on here and talk shit about the industry. And how many fucking times people are willing to pay for the same iteration of this and that and the fucking third. You know what we need? Pragmata. Another game that's vaporware. Oh, how sad. What are we gonna delay next? Because we might as well just mark it off right now. Loki is gonna kill Kratos. I seriously doubt it, but if he does, I'll fucking buy the game, and I don't even have a PlayStation 5! Tell me how that feels. Is that a Band-Aid that just got ripped off? Ooh. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis was mentioned as a bust compared to RE2 back in the day. Many considered too short, not well written. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis? Well, they can take a flying fuck. Maybe they just needed 2 characters. I don't know. I feel like Resident Evil 3 Nemesis was incredible. It evolved the fucking game. It was different gameplay, man. You had mechanics in there where you make a fucking decision. And goddamn, if they didn't take that out too, how many more shits can we take out? How many more? I I guess we'll find out. Sooner rather than later, people. Although these leaks are fake, I feel like leak season is in. Coming around the corner. Leak season is right around the mountain. But right now, what we're looking at is Resident Evil. Keeping Dead by Daylight alive. Why the fuck is Resident Evil so powerful? Why do so many people like it? It is weird to me. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's fucking bad. I just think that the fan base is so large that we should be getting a proper film, television adaptation, anything. Anything. Assassin's Creed got a movie! And it was a piece of shit. Resident Evil got like 9 movies, 10 movies. Maybe more. Just pisses me off, man. How successful something is in its most subpar state. And then back in the day, people saying, oh, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, not that great, partner. Not very well written. They can take a flying fuck. How about that? Take a flying fuck. Resident Evil haters. Don't even bother. It will be a beautiful fucking day when we are out of this era of mold, because I am surrounded by it. The stream is alive again. What up, Doc? What do you mean? You want me to yell and shout and get all fucking wild, baby? Resident Evil died in the mid-2000s. Who agrees? Is Resident Evil dead? No, it is not. It is alive. And it sucks. Because it's fucking alive. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so prominent. It's so shitty on Netflix, but it's alive. It's so fucking terrible. The Paul W.S. Anderson shit bombs. Mila Jovovich, who cares? Those movies were a pile of fucking waste of time. But at least they kind of got it right. You know what I'm saying? Especially the original. I'm not trying to bury those movies, but why can't someone do it right? Are you absolutely shitting me right now, are you? I just don't know. That's why I asked the question. And until we get down to those brass tacks, Capcom continues to rise to the occasion. Swipe that credit card now while it's nice and hot. Get your content sandwich in Dead by Daylight. $10 a pop, how about that? Whoa! Holy shit.
Prey still holding a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes with 118 shill critic reviews. Hulu can eat my booty. It does not release until 3 a.m. here but midnight in Hollywood. I hate Hulu so much, oh well, _admire frog.
Hell yeah. Either way, Chaz, you're not paying for it, right? That's the exact thing right there, man. You're on top of it. Even if it's not that good, which it may very well be. You're going to find out. You're going to get down to those brass tacks. Is Predator 5, a.k.a. Prey, acknowledgeable? Is it worthy of the title of Kino and/or Comfy? Yes, indeed. We will find out. Hey, what up, Blackjack? A member of the brass tacks for 2 damn months. Capcom has no faith in pure survival horror. Hack frauds butchering a genre. that has carried their company for decades. They are literally butchering it. They are taking what was so fucking good and so mechanically right, and they are putting it into the RE engine. No, they're not. They're not putting it into the RE engine. They're just taking their own fucking ideals from the back pocket of some pretentious art clown trying to push his art. Art is very subjective, and if I had to put a number on the Resident Evil art that is Village, it would be a massive stinking... Probably a 0, because it's not even fucking Resident Evil. It's not even close. Name one fucking moment in Resident Evil Village where it felt like Resident Evil. You know what I'm saying? And no, I'm not talking about the moments that they captured throughout that were like Resident Evil 4. That cash grab concept makes me sad. They try to reintroduce action and horror and blend them. And yeah, there is a blend here, but it is not calculated. It is not proportionate. It is not beautiful and breathtaking like Resident Evil should be. And if everyone in this room right now, that includes all of you, 16 likes, it's mainly me and 16 people. If we had a team of development, we had enough heads together, that's us creating Resident Evil. We could do it better than they could. As far as a story goes, as far as capturing the essence, the atmosphere, and what is necessary to make it fucking great. Once again, into the survival horror. I wish, man. And the concept of pre-rendered backgrounds, like, dude, don't tell me it's not possible. Don't tell me it's not going to happen, because I would pay for it. The content goes where the money goes, and people probably would pay too. I assume, right? There's some people in here who would be like, oh, a pre-rendered background Resident Evil. No questions asked, I am in! There are some people like that. And there are some people who think the tank controls and cheesy atmosphere ruin it. So sad. Put on your thinking goggles, you absolutely atrocious reality checklists. Person. God, I love coffee. Sorry for all the shouting. Huge L for Capcom. Hulu isn't free now? Say what, Chaz? Well, then fuck that. It's as simple as that. You think I'm gonna fucking pay? You think I'm gonna fucking pay? Hulu ain't free. No thanks. I think Netflix should be free too. Actually, I think they do have a tier. I don't even want to think about that. Commercial. Oh, imagine watching more commercials in your life. Couldn't be me. Let's keep that flowing. Only halfway through the track. Opinion on Resident Evil 0? Oh, baby. One of the most Kino and comfy Resident Evils, driven by Rebecca Chambers and Billy Cohen, about, oh my god, the real first incident, the fucking very reason there is a franchise to this day! To this day! Resident Evil exists thanks to Rebecca Chambers and her actions. So please, thank her. You know what we need? And I know this pisses people off when I say this, because you think, oh, Dylan, you want to bring these you want to bring these characters back so you can ruin them some more? Yes! I would rather have Rebecca Chambers and Billy Cohen and any of these people to fill the slot, to fill the dead fucking air of Ethan Winters, the loser, the incel, the cringe lord. The postman with no letters. He has no fucking purpose. He got lost in the woods twice. May him and Mia Winters and Rose Winters all sail off into the ghostly sunset of nothingness. Peter J. Fabiano's final nail in the coffin of Capcom was Resident Evil Village. Now the story has to be concluded because people won't take another bite until it is. You think Resident Evil is dead? It's not. It's so alive, it's scary. What up, Despicable Flamingo? Anybody in here have any member shoutouts? Deploy them. I'd love to hear some noise. Have you played Tormented Souls, Brass? I played a little bit of it, Aloy. And I think it's an interesting game. They got it right. But it's not one I would probably stream. It's one that I would sit here in the dark and consume like a good little Dylan in the details I am. Nice and quiet on my own. It's not an experience I would say is up to the standards of the very best. 1 second. I need to shut this window. Some dark-ass music. What the fuck? Hold on. DeathX33, a member of the brass fucking tax for 6 solid damn months. Holy shit. Where the hell is my Fiji water? Never mind, it's gone. It's gone. Shit. I fucked up. Anyway, hell yeah, man. A member for 6 months. That ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. That's something. Whoa!
These games are not Resident Evil. It is a new IP that Capcom slapped the rename on because they knew it would sell better that way. Break out the piggy bank, mama, we're gonna buy a new cow to milk.
Oh, man. If only, right? Imagine if they did slap another title on there. They wouldn't rake in nearly the cash. You put Resident Evil on something. You know what? That makes me think. By the way, Despicable Flamingo, thanks for the 10. You know what? That makes me think. Why didn't they just call Exo Primal? You know, the game where you're basically shooting a fuckload of dinosaurs. Just fucking shooting the shit out of dinosaurs. Why didn't they put Dino Crisis on that? That would have made perfect sense. I think that would have been a cash grab. I mean, shit, maybe I'm thinking way too high beyond my, you know, like, executive style. I'm thinking way too high up in the... Ooh, I don't want them to hear me, because then they'll fucking slap Dino Crisis on that shit, say, oh my god, Regina's going to be DLC! And then we'll be fucked once again. The DLC hammer is coming down, folks, and guess what? They expect us to pay the bill. And this industry right now, they are desperate for you to pay the damn bill. Like Despicable Flamingo said, this ain't no Resident Evil. It's not even close. The last time I felt like Resident Evil existed in a world that made sense was... Well, it's been quite some time. I'd have to honestly think about that. Really, I think I would have to think about it. You know, Revelations 2 isn't bad. But is it Resident Evil? Aren't we playing Saw now? Aren't we playing The Last of Us Imitator? Imitation. By the way, Johnny Silverhand, baby. In the compartment bay this evening. Johnny Silverhand necklace, baby. Must be some cool breeze blowing. Holy shit, I wish it were cooler. Because honestly, it's pretty warm. RE7 was more like House of a Thousand Corpses, but with monsters. Yeah, yes it was. I mean, damn. You basically said it. It's like they plagiarized. And if you guys haven't seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre original film, or even, I don't know if they did it in the remake as good. No, they didn't do it as good. In the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they basically mentally torture this girl at the dinner table, and she starts losing her fucking mind. Everyone remembers that scene. Resident Evil 7 is the exact same thing. Same vibe, same... I mean, it's... I don't know why someone didn't get involved and say something. Because to me, if they took that idea, I'd be like, hey, man, you're going to have to tip the hat in some kind of way, just like they did in Resident Evil 8 with those Frankenstein's Army. It's like a Nazi zombie movie or something like that. I don't know. But they stole ideas from that. I mean, how many more fucking ideas can you steal, Capcom? I mean, I want to actually know. I'm asking the question, but they'll never get back to me. Probably blacklisted, blocked, everything at this point, but I could give a fuck. When it comes to Capcom, they're going to thrive, and they wouldn't let anyone into their little, stripper cake session anyway. I feel like when it comes to them, it's all about their party, and you're not invited. And we'll see, okay, the brass tacks will assure you right here and now that we are going to see microtransactions in that free-to-play game. Free-to-play my ass, okay? You had to pay for Village. RE-Verse is not free-to-play. But they'll say that. Another game that, it's not Resident Evil, but they're going to push it to you with that title. RE-Verse. Multiverse. Resident Evil. Holy fuck. What is with this? I feel like everyone's running out of ideas, and they're also desperately trying to cling to the past and get people's money in any fucking way they can. They're going to put every idea together. No exceptions. Absolutely no exceptions about it. Everything you can imagine, just like they're doing right now with multiverses and the multiverse and Fortnite, all of that. It's like they're trying to create the Avengers of all these franchises. The same with Resident Evil. I bet they will bring some people back for RE9, but it's going to be disappointing and sad. Disappointing and sad. And they'll probably kill off Chris Redfield. That's probably what's going to get people to come back to the industry, or not the industry, but characters to come back into the franchise. Maybe not in a big way, but I do feel like Rose Winters is going to either have some backup or be the anti-hero of this. The killer of the story, but at the same time compelled to have a goal. One that the player will get involved in. You got the lines open tonight? Hell yeah, we got the lines open. Shit yeah, we got the lines open, man. Feel free to dial in. We got the lines open in the compartment bay. I literally had a water, but I guess I fucked up. This is tax.
And this is Bacon.
Hey, Bacon, what up in the house, man?
Oh, nothing much. I heard we were talking about Resident Evil, so I'm ready to get my rant going.
Yeah, I'm curious, man. What do you think about this idea? The Resident Evil leak. It's going to be something involving the moon, and it's going to be called Resident Evil Apocalypse. I don't see any other route than we're going to play as Rose Winters, probably. Probably. What do you think, Bacon?
I don't know. They're taking a weird direction with this Rose character. We honestly might just have to see what they do with this RE8 DLC. See where it leads, see how it ends, and what kind of path that Rose might take. Will she be like a mold hero that will help stop the virus, or will she become something like Miranda, to where she like becomes the new Miranda, and then she starts fucking shit up? That's just something we just have to wait for. But I heard what you said about them possibly killing off Chris Redfield, and I don't know. Chris Redfield's been like a staple for the Resident Evil franchise. That's like saying, did they say anything about maybe Leon coming back?
I haven't heard anything about Leon. No one like that.
Jeez. Like, we haven't seen Leon in the past 2 games, which, I don't mind, because sometimes whenever, because Leon was, very heavily pushed in the previous game, so they probably just wanted to keep Leon, on the back burner to tell more original stories, which I don't mind. That's something I welcome. But now it's to the point where if there's going to be a whole apocalypse happening with the virus, do you not expect Leon to help to do something about it? Do you just expect him to sit on his couch and send lewd messages to Wong?
More like Hunnigan. But what I think, man, is that Despicable Flamingo is right. This is like a new IP. This is a new thing. They just happened to throw Chris Redfield in there at the last minute. I mean, he was barely in Resident Evil 7. And Resident Evil 8, it's like he came out of nowhere, especially at the end. Holy shit.
Yeah, you expect him to be such a pivotal part of the game since he's on the front cover. When you expect when someone's on the front cover of the game, you expect them to be a lot more important and not be there just for at least 30 minutes. Because I swear, Chris Redfield's runtime on that game, I swear, is 30 minutes. You only see him in the beginning, then you only get to see him at the end. Then there's some sprinkles in between, but you barely see him in the game.
Yeah.
And my problem is, since I don't know if they're going to just go back to zombies or there's going to be a new mold. Because I don't know, this mold thing, it started off interesting because it was like, wait, there's more than just zombie viruses. There's now this mold thing. But now we're confused because we don't know if they're going to decide to go back to zombies, go back to maybe something like Nemesis, Mr. X, or we're going back to the mold, kind of like the Baker family or the Miranda family. Who knows? And things about the moon, to be fair, Resident Evil is kind of sci-fi, but I think maybe going to the moon might be a little goofy.
I don't think it's about going to the moon. I think they have some moon worshipping and some psychotic individuals who it's like cult-like stuff. I don't know if you've seen any of the leaks from Residents of Evil, but I was watching the Rapid Crafter, who's a much, he tells it like it is, kind of like I do. But he's a huge Resident Evil fan. I would take, I take leaks from different places. But yeah, if you've seen them, I feel like, man, there's some things we could draw from here that make sense. But there's no way. These are all real, bro. Definitely not.
Well, if they do the cult thing again, they've already done a whole cult thing. That was RE4. So for them just to just rebrand the whole cult thing and slap it on a new game just kind of feels overused, because we've already seen the cult thing before with Resident Evil 4 with the whole weird parasite people thing. And honestly, I think RE7 and RE8 takes a lot from RE4 due to the the human / monster combinations with between the parasites and the mold. So for them to just go full swing, just reusing the cult ideas from RE4, I think it's a little cheap and a little overused. If they're gonna go with this notion of using the moon as like moon worship and them saying, "Oh, the moon's gonna come down and we'll be saved by the precious moon." Well, what my idea should be for the next game, if they're gonna go with this whole moon thing, because I'm assuming they're gonna want to take this more sci-fi-ish with this whole moon thing, but I'm hoping RE9 is a horror game because there's a lot of ideas you can do with like that kind of moon stuff. Because with this whole cult idea and them being fascinated around the moon, maybe you'll get to see things like maybe a space monster. Who knows? I'm just hoping they actually bother to put some horror aspects in RE9, unlike they did with RE8. Because I remember last time I read an article saying the reason why RE8 was so not scary was because RE7 was too scary. So I'm hoping they learn from their mistakes and go, okay, let's make this a full-fledged horror game, like the good old days. But that's all up in the air. That's just speculation. We don't know. The only answers we might get is from this RE8 DLC.
Yeah, and you know what, man? That's exactly what points me in the next direction. Like, yeah, this information may be genuine or it may not be. I don't think it is for the most part. But at least what this tells us with the DLC is the direction they're planning to go to, like, in stepping stone terms. I feel like getting us into the shoes of this character will make people a lot more comfortable with her. And that's what they want. So the next game, you'll be in her shoes more. But I think it's going to be one of those games, just like Village was, where you take on the role of Chris Redfield at some point. You switch characters. So I don't know if you'll play as Rose the entire damn time. That might be intolerable. I don't think anyone really wants to. But
well, I remember in the ending of RE8, whenever someone on the PC version, someone like hacked the camera to where they get to see that person from far away. The car scene.
Yeah.
You see like that shadow figure. That was Ethan. So I don't know. I don't know. That still interests me to this day. Even though I know it's been a years, or like at least it's been a year since the game came out. But that still interests me to where they wanted to. It's either maybe just a kooky, fun Easter egg for PC users, or something more. So I don't know. Honestly, I want this mold thing to be done with. We need something new because the mold's been done to death. Okay, the mold has time. It's had its fun for the past 3 to 4 years. Let's go back to something new, or maybe we can go back to maybe somewhat like, what if we go to Raccoon City in first person? Like, that's something I would be excited for. Like, imagine.
oh man, if only they did it right, And I really wouldn't want to be in the shoes of Ethan Winters or whoever. That would ruin it. But that would be cool, man. It's just we're probably going to another place deep in some part of the world we don't even know where it is. It's like they're just going to do the same thing to us. It's pretty predictable, but I hope they pull out the rug and throw in some just random shit, I think we're going to be either fighting humans or fighting humanoids, Ganados again. Something in that range, but my God, anything at this point, please.
Yeah. For my closing statement, I do want to say this: Resident Evil, the franchise right now, it's on a rocky road, especially with that horrible movie and this god awful Netflix show. They need to pull out the punches, start hitting some bangers with this. I have some faith in that DLC. I mean, RE8's fun, but it's like bad fun. So. I have some hope for that DLC. Maybe it might be good, maybe decent. I don't know. I'm kind of going to be only playing it because the new like character packs where you get to play as like Lady Dimitrescu and Heisenberg. But what the RE franchise right now is, since they've introduced all these different types of the mold, viruses, they can do anything. They can make any kind of monsters they want. They could even maybe do space monsters. Who knows? Like, the RE franchise is like turned into where they can pick and choose or make any kind of virus they want, do any kind of designs they believe in, because they've already showed that there's not just one virus out there that turns people into zombies, but there's also the mold, the weird cult virus down in the castle in RE4. It's something that they can expand upon maybe something new, maybe something different. I don't know, but I'm hoping for the best for this franchise because this is a great franchise. I don't want this thing to die. Resident Evil has been a staple of horror survival for the past 20 years, and I don't want to see it die out like again Silent Hill. And I'm hoping the best for Silent Hill, but right now Resident Evil needs to stop just doing all the money-making schemes with the horrible TV show, with the bad movies, with the lazy DLC, and starts putting in some wild haymakers into some bangers. That's what I'm hoping for.
If only, man. We can hope. And I think we'll see something pretty decent in terms of a Resident Evil game, but I don't know what it's going to be. It's just, choose your poison at this point.
All right, I guess. Well, anyway, I'm going to get off. Nice talking to you, Brass.
Hell yeah.
Visit with you later.
Keep sizzling, bacon. Fuck yeah. That's what we're talking about. Reality Check City. All the time. That's what it is. How's it going, Giovanni? We got John the Don, Lost Frames. They should start the story over after 3. Probably. I mean, they nuked Raccoon City. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know. How much sense does it even fucking make that Leon was supposed to save the president's daughter, got it sent in with 1 pistol and 10 bullets? It's like, what the fuck? It's just... I think Resident Evil loses sight of what, made sense in the originals. It was just regular people at that point. It wasn't, kung fu kicking lady going through the air catching a knife with her teeth. It's like, god damn, did we really have to go this route? It's just too much going on, man. Too much power, too much... It's just infinity at this point. Like, what is Chris Redfield even doing? Just literally all the time... how do I put it? Trying to save the world. Whoa. Whoa! Chaz the Based, UBCS, coming through and hooking it up with 5 gifted memberships to the channel. Fuck yeah. Ryan Curtis, Bassett, Burger King Yummy. What up, what up? Ultimate Rich, hell yeah. Rodney in the house. Brand new members, welcome. Appreciate you, Chaz the Based. UBCS, coming through. Supporting the show. Gifting us, keeping us alive, the lights staying on. Hell yeah. Might have to grab a little Fiji water. Doing all of this yelling is something else. Resident Evil 9 in space! Once again. Once again. The Midnight Oils prevails over all the other damn live streamers, all the other channels. Do you know why? I mean, really, do you? It's not about the views. It's not about the money. It's about truth. Who else is doing it? Who else has the balls? Who else has the brass? Nobody! Except yours truly. Telling it like it is on a regular basis. We simply cannot stop. What up, macho man in the house? Hold on. They should redo Resident Evil 4 and make it start right after Resident Evil 3. Bro. Don't you know? Resident Evil is the new Marvel Avengers. Once the... You know what? It all comes down to the money. And once the money stops flowing, they'll bust out all the punches. Prime Bacon was saying they need to bust out this and bust out that. Guess what they need to bust out? Leon S. Kennedy, Rebecca Chambers, Claire Redfield, Chris Redfield, Ada Wong. The best and the brightest. That's why they keep remaking these games, because they don't have any culture. Cultureless, sad, pathetic. I'll make one confession though, one solid confession. I do like the setting of Resident Evil 9. It's kind of interesting, fighting in the snow. Although I would not call it fighting. It's not really fighting. There's a lightsaber in Resident Evil Village. A lightsaber. Do I need to say, like, more than that? There's a fucking lightsaber. I am back. Not hyped for the Resident Evil 4 remake. Looking forward to Resident Evil 9. What? You think you can come in here and tell me, the brass fucking tacks, that Resident Evil 9 is going to be better than the Resident Evil 4 remake? Did you drop your thinking cap, partner? Did you drop your thinking cap? Because I think you did! Resident Evil 9! You want to play as Rose Winters. Sad and cringeworthy, edgy, blonde. I would rather play as Lady Demetresque trying to pick out a bra at the mall, and none of them are big enough. I'd rather play anything. Shit. I'll throw on Fall Guys right now and have a better time. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Red remake is gonna be the same. Caught ya. What are you saying to me, Vision? Because it's right there on the screen, buddy. Man, these voices in my ears. It's really something else.
Mackle dig David Hinkle doggy style hard woof woof.
Wieners, wieners, balls, balls and wieners. It's all I hear going off in my ears, but Alan B appreciate the £2 euros. Appreciate you either way. Oh no, what if they kill off the main characters in the sequels? Oh my god! That's probably exactly what they're gonna do. No, wait, no. They're not gonna do anything like that. They ain't got the guts. But I think Chris Redfield is far past fucked. Thanks for the $2, partner. Sounds like you got a big brain attitude about you. Oh. Oh. Without water, whole situation is fucked. Need to put our glasses back on, man. My eyes burning. My eyes are fucking burning! My eyes burn when I look at Heisenberg, the tall woman, the frog guy, all of them. The day Resident Evil is feet up. I feel this, unlike Prime Bacon. The day Resident Evil is feet up is a day I will breathe easy. Because honestly, it is more cringe than it is fun, or good, or fulfilling.
When are you and Mackle going to be friends again?
When you donate $500. But until then, ta-ta. Alan B. You like that? You like that? Ancient Oracle. Prisoner. Hey, prisoner, I have a small request if you can help out. Just a small request. Can you change the picture of Zelda on that tier list? The B stands for bastard. Oh. You know what I think? Hot Pockets in the compartment bay. Hot Pockets. Nice to have you back. Why don't you stay? Take a seat in the compartment bay. We've got a spot for you. Got a spot for you. Here it is. Here it is. We got a spot for you in the compartment bay. Holy fucking shit. What the... Anything for the brass. Hell yeah, prisoner. Thanks, man. So yummy, I love my Hot Pockets. So yummy, I love my Hot Pockets. Hey! Don't burn my Hot Pockets! I'll be a salty bitch. Sometimes that's the way the world works, I guess. Mommy, why did you burn the Hot Pockets? Someday, spoiler alert for this channel, someday we're gonna have a breakable desk. One that I can flip over and fucking knock the fuck out. Knock all this shit apart. And it will be cheap! Change Zelda to who? Oh, Twilight Princess Zelda. If you could. Ancient Oracle, Golden Apples, Prisoner, Death X, in the house, Vision. Dylan, have you played Hunting Grounds? Should I? Should I? Might be on sale. When you get that big fat pretzel, but it's just got too much salt on it. Holy shit. Time to dunk it in cheddar cheese. Be my guest. Be my guest. Hot Pockets. But now, how could he donate 500? That's lame. No exceptions. What do you want from me? Or Doc? Hey, if he does it, we'll have a fucking live stream apology session. I'll fucking call, I'll beg, I'll cry, do the whole fucking thing. That the show you want? I need 500 reasons. 500 reasons. God damn it, we need some anomalous hedges in here right now! Fuck! Okay, now we can chill out and calm down. Shout out to Frank Caves. Showed this tune on his channel. You can listen in the YouTube audio library. Might buy a standing desk. A standing desk? What are you doing, man? Like a podium? A standing desk? Sounds kind of gnarly. Hey, what up, Rat Gaddy? Hope you're well, man. Been talking a little bit about Resident Evil, etc., but I guess just to catch you up real quick, like as a summary, if I could sum up the last 2 hours or last 90 minutes into a few sentences, I'm basically calling it out that these leaks, these rumors, Resident Evil 9 Apocalypse, it's bullshit. For the most part. They might be telling you some truths, but it is peppered with lies. It is peppered with lies. So as they say, take it with a grain of salt. But from me, don't take it at all. I don't believe the rumors. It's just all too perfect. It's all too... I don't know. They think they know so much. But the leakers are fucking 4chaners. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Absolutely not. Height adjustable? Good, because I'm, pretty average height. Hope you're doing well, mate. Rat Gaddy, hope you're doing well too, man. Fuck yeah. What up, Lost Frames? Just checking chat here, making sure we're good. Yummy Hot Pockets. Yummy. Yeah, I know. I couldn't eat the fucking things. I'd rather eat a saltine. I'd literally just rather eat some saltines. Fuck that. Hot Pocket. Nuclear Pocket. It's more like it. Fucking nuclear pockets. But getting off track is shit. Holy shit. Resident Evil is keeping Dead by Daylight alive. That was another point I made, a massive point. Because, I mean, you're talking about nostalgia. It's a nostalgia engine, fueling a nostalgia-driven car. You know, I don't know another way to say it. But the whole situation is selling you characters, really. And I'm not just talking about Dead by Daylight. I mean, like, the whole thing. It's like Resident Evil crossing over and keeping that alive is not a new thing. But it is all that is keeping that fucking situation alive. They got really lucky with that game, I feel like. Dead by Daylight, they got so lucky. People play it despite being so shit. And I get it. I get it. There's nothing else out there really like it. So many franchises all snapped into one. Why is this on repeat mode today? It's just very odd. Very odd day on this computer. We don't need a repeat of a repeat of a repeat. What is this? Overture Chavosky. Golden apples. Pay by Daylight. There we go. Shit. There's the video title right there. Pay by Daylight. That's fucking funny, man. Because, I mean, you don't really have to. Oh, I mean, if you're not playing Game Pass, I think you have to buy this game. Which, the fact you're paying for it and it's broken permanently. Goofy. Makes me laugh. But also makes my mind cry. Because I know that fueling the parts of the industry that are worst is exactly how we get more of that in our hands. From these lazy devs who could give a shit about making their product better. They just want to fuel the next 7 years and then abandon the project. Probably. But the fan base, as usual, keeping everything alive. Isn't it weird, man? How, like, all of us keep the franchises going. I mean, we don't develop them, but we sure fuel the fuck out of them with money. Without money, you don't see the next iteration. It's just how things go. But with Resident Evil, you would think with all the money they've gotten, they would take in some information from the community. What do you want? They gave us what we wanted with Resident Evil 2 Remake. Not all of us agree on its quality, but they gave us what we asked for, a remake of Resident Evil 2. Why don't they listen again? Do we really need Fortnite with microtransactions up the ass? I bet right here and now you will pay $10 for Lady Dimitrescu with the oh my god, with the latest and greatest technology in Milker physics technology. Holy shit, they jiggle when you run to each individual. So everyone's gonna want to pay for the Lady Dimitrescu skin. The character in RE-verse that wasn't even there. So when that fucking happens, I will say I said so multiple motherfucking times because there is nobody else saying it. And I wonder why. It's because they're under the thumb. They're paid by Capcom. So incredibly fucking sad. And yet I smile. Because the whole situation can take a flying fuck. Until it evolves, I'm laughing at it. I'm the Joker. The bacon!
RE4 remake is useless.
Huh? What do you mean, bro? Useless? I'm on my alt, by the way. Suspicious. We'll see. I'll think about it. We'll think about it. No way that's his alt. Yeah, Death X, I think, here, man. If that's Dan Allen, call in right now. But I seriously doubt it. You think you can come here? I mean, there are multiple channels with him, but... Anyway, Lost Frames. Dead by Daylight. 'Tis nothing but skin packs DLCs. So sad. God damn if that's not the most base shit I've ever fucking heard! It isn't anything. It is working on a generator, making the generator go, opening the doors, and it's like... It's the same thing for 5,000 hours. Are you kidding me? They make so much money. I can't even imagine if I just had one singular chunk of it. I would go make my own fucking game. I would get it fueled. I would write it from the ground up and say, there are no exceptions here. You will meet the quality standards or we will delay the game in a 2077 until the fucking game is done. It doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. And as such, we've got a phone call. Hey, this is the Brass Tacks.
You said it was an alt?
Oh, no
said it
way.
wasn't an alt, eh?
Hey, man, we got a lot of freakazoids in here.
No, there actually was an impersonator back in the day.
Oh, I bet.
But we cleaned him up, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Cleaned his clock.
With the strict security. How are you, man?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm on the rise. Let's just say that. On the rise, you know, a little fall down. We're back up on it. How about yourself?
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Hold on. I'll call back 1 sec, mate.
Yeah, you're fine. I heard the dogs are barking. He must have had a delivery. A grocery delivery. Holy shit, delivering the bacon. It's Prime!
RE4 doesn't it need a remake due to the game being shoved in our faces for a decade? Especially with the VR release. It's time for sequels, not remakes.
I mean, Jesus, the way you put it, yeah. I mean, that's their cash crop. That's their cash cow. They're going to milk that son of a bitch until it is dry. You know what I'm saying? Prime bacon with the 5. Hell yeah, man. Thanks for keeping the lights on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of agree. Like, when you put it that way, we've been given the same game for like 30 times. And there are probably 30 different ways that you can play right fucking now that you can play Resident Evil 4. I mean, goddamn, I'm surprised it didn't like... I bet, you know, when it comes to the fandom, if we're talking about the fandom as well with Resident Evil 4, you're not even like mentioning Resident Evil 3.5 or the way people mod things to be, you know, a new iteration, but still it's the same shit. Just, how do you put it? Like, if they put it onto the Game Boy Advance color or whatever. I don't know. Something like that. Hell yeah, bacon. It was a real Dan Allen Gaming 2. It was a real one. I'll gladly play RE4 Remake. I kind of agree, Rat Gaddy. But I know what Prime's saying. Like, we don't need it. It's excessive. But you know what? I would take a Resident Evil 4 Remake over a Village sequel. It's like pick your poison, man. But at this point, shit. I'm just trying to bite off a piece that doesn't taste bad. Like, holy shit. The whole fucking tree is putting out rotten fruit. I'm going to pick the least rotten one because I'm hungry. And I'm still going to take a bite. But my God, my standards were up here back in the day. Resident Evil, they were up here. I'm talking like before Resident Evil 4 was released, I was crazy for that game. And then it came out and I was even crazier for it. Played it on a fucking TV in a GameStop or something like that. And the shit was so fire. And now things are the way they are. My standards were here. They've gone significantly down. A big chunk. My entire feeling towards Resident Evil has been ruined. But I still love it. You know, it's like a love that is so damaged that it needs healing, but there's just no time. Resident Evil, they're not gonna provide what you think, and we will see. Routine, dude. Ordoc's all on that routine game. Here, let's talk about routine for like 2 seconds, because this guy, I kind of agree, but come on now, man. Xbox release date. Little water. Coming in 2023. For those who don't know, Routine was announced over a decade ago. What? Prime Bacon!
Even the last remake was shallow. RE3, for example.
It was ass. It was a piece of fuck. Look, the gameplay of that game is not bad, but there is so little of it. Like, you're talking about half of a video game to me. Not only that, but it came with such a shitty garbage, like, multiplayer attachment as well. Like, I'm tired of that. Just work on one game and make it amazing. Especially, lacking, like, any scenarios or choices. Oh my god. I am gonna re-review that fucking game! It's a piece of oh, fuck! I am gonna re-review that game. Because I look different now, and I think I look better. That year ago Dylan in the Details is gone. I kicked his ass out of the show because he's a piece of fuck. You know what? I'm in charge now. He's out of here. Mr. Nice Guy no more. Resident Evil 3 deserves a reality check that no one else is giving it. By the way, the Photography Gamer, a cool YouTuber who doesn't get enough views. Maybe I'll share his link if I can, but my god. There are so many channels, I get it. Not everyone can be, getting thousands and thousands of views, but some people deserve recognition. Some people tell it like it is, and I hate that some people don't get broadcast, Lately, we've been doing pretty good here, though. Thanks, Prime. Hell yeah, DeathX, deploying the bacon strips. My orchard only has the juiciest of fruits. My god, Golden, what does that mean? My god. Routine, though. I didn't know this game was, what up, Lass? Didn't know this game was being developed for announced over a decade ago. So how long has it been in development? Music by the legendary Mick Gordon. Well, there we go. That's, I just don't know what kind of game it's going to be. There is so little information. First-person horror adventure. I don't know, man. I need to know more information. They just aren't giving it to me. Oh, ad block, yes. Yes, get the fuck out of my face! Horror fans are eating good over the next couple of years as Routine has been re-revealed at this year's Summer Game Fest, which we broadcast and made me fall asleep. Twice. For those that don't know, Routine was announced over a decade ago, but now we have a new trailer, and the news is that the game is coming in 2023. It'll be published by Raw Fury and will feature music by legendary composer Mick Gordon, whose work can be heard in an iconic franchises such as Doom and Wolfenstein. In other words, this guy's got big, tremendous nuts. We don't know much about the story, but the game's trailer showed us a spooky, atmospheric space station full of killer robots. No specific release date. Next gen. Oh, shit. Never mind. Come on, man. It's coming to previous generation, so it can kiss my foot. The only path forward is continuary evolution of the industry. You know what that means? Next-gen exclusives. There will be a point in time, people. I am sorry for this if you just want to play on a PS4 for the rest of your life. But someday, we got to leave the past in the past and move on to the next consoles. Because they're holding everything back. Resident Evil 4 looks like one of the first fucking games that, honestly, to me, It looks next gen. And it is next gen exclusive, as it should be. I mean, that's the only part of this. When, Bacon called in, we were talking Despicable Flamingo earlier. The way it seems like they just keep re-releasing Resident Evil 4. Maybe that's just how powerful the story is. It's the best Resident Evil, the most fun, at least to me. It's the most fun Resident Evil game, and I pick it up multiple times a year. It's just, yeah, it has been beaten to death. It is one goddamn, seriously, notoriously re-released game. I mean, VR, every console known to man. But this is different. This is a different experience on a next-generation console. Ashley looks badass. Ada looks... I think Ada Wong's going to be fucking terrible and ruin the whole goddamn game. That's just me being salty that they changed the voice actress. God damn. Why would they fucking do that? Why? Oh my god. Oh my god. To me, that's toxic. Toxic, Capcom. Toxic. Or whoever's making those decisions. Changing Ada Wong's voice actress is the fucking dumbest shit I could think of. It's like, might as well change Leon. Maybe he'll sound like he has a pair. And it's like, shit, he really, maybe he doesn't. Hell yeah, prisoner. Thanks, partner. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow night, man. But we'll do it like, dark hour like this. Dark hour like this because, honestly, we might even go members only on that situation because it is, it's a saucy reality check. Let's just say that. Like this UI setup? You mean with the chat and the way everything looks? I still don't like the way the microphone looks. Like this looks dumb. Looks like some industrial technology going on here. Some brass you can see here, some copper. It's like, fuck that. Just put a rag over this or something. But we'll get to it. Dylan down bad for Ada. God damn it, Bacon, if only you knew! Ada Wong is a badass. And I am so fucking pissed that they would change the voice actress. Like, oh my god. Useless fucks! How about that? You know what? Capcom, keep the game. I'm about to say that. I'm not gonna say that. But I'm about to say that. Because why change perfection? She was the best Ada Wong we've seen. And I know they've changed her throughout. I know, man. I have gotten more comments than I can fucking count. They've been changing Ada Wong since the beginning. They've been changing Ada Wong since the beginning. We don't even have a consistent one. Well, now's the fucking time because Resident Evil 2 Remake was pretty fucking good. And they might as well take pretty good and make it better. Like, am I asking for diamonds? Am I asking for diamond encased golden platinum steel surplus fucking... No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm asking for consistency. Consistency is a very mighty hard ask. It's a very mighty hard, nasty thing to ask for these days. But I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask away. Shit, I might even demand. You know what? We're the consumers and we fuel the whole damn industry. Why not? Tell it like it is with the wallets. I always say that, and I gotta remind people. Nothing else you can do, really. Are you gonna bend the knee to the industry and be that person? Take on the role of... Well, at that point, you're just shining Capcom shoes. How long are you gonna do that? Are you gonna buy DLC for Resident Evil Verse? Because, I mean, if you're one of those people, I'd like to hear you say it. I won't drag you, but I am gonna reality check the situation. Capcom consistency? What is that? Oh, I know. But, I don't know. Capcom to me is so suspicious. Why you like Resident Evil? Bro, why do I like Resident Evil? Why do I like Resident Evil? Are you shitting me? Maybe that's the next video. Why do I like Resident Evil? This is Brass Tacks.
You know who broke that story, don't you?
No, I actually don't.
Ada Wong. Ada Wong, new actor. Hey?
Yeah, what about her?
Yeah, you know who broke that story, don't you?
No. No, I actually don't.
Yours truly.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I didn't know who it was. Residents of Evil or... Damn. Dan Allen Gaming.
Now, some very insider knowledge people trusted me with that information. Not that I went behind their back, but they gave me a lot of information. That was the one piece that I let slip. But there is more that I could reveal. Now, all I'll say is that you should be very excited for this game, but also don't, you know, they are changing things with the story. They're definitely changing a lot within the game. So don't expect the same game because you're not getting it. Right?
Yeah, I've prepared myself in that way for quite some time. The same game would be just honestly too much to ask for from current day Capcom.
Now, in terms of Resident Evil 9, half those leaks are absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
So just as long as you know that, just, you know, you can sort of tell what's bullshit and what's real if you read between the lines a little bit. But that's it for Resident Evil.
Yeah.
From me.
I mean...
So I got a question for you, Dylan. All right?
Oh, yeah. Dan Allen Gaming.
What was the last Resident Evil you'd loved?
That I loved. That I really loved. I'd have to say Resident Evil... I mean, I don't know if I'd call it love, but Resident Evil 2 Remake with the original soundtrack it's acceptable. But love?
But is it love?
No, it is not love.
No, so go back even further. When's the last time you loved it?
Oh, Dan Allen, I hate to say this, but Resident Evil 4 was the last time.
Yep. And what year was that?
2008? Or 2000... A little further back?
I believe it was 2005 the game came out. So you haven't loved a Resident Evil in 17 years.
Yeah, you're right.
So you have to be realistic with yourself. Do you still love the franchise?
I like parts of it. Like, the gameplay of Resident Evil 3 Remake does not fit the story that they had for the game. It's actually really solidly built, and I like a lot of the actions and commands. And even Nemesis is all right, but, you know, putting down with one grenade it's just ridiculous. But if they had a larger game to it, more meat on that bone, as they say.
But remember, RE3, different team to what RE4 is.
Oh, yeah.
Remake. Different team. So, same team from 2 is doing 4. So you know the quality is going to be a lot higher. Also, they know they can't muck this one up. Let's be honest. Yeah, this would really, if this was a failure, that's cataclysmic in my opinion. That's they can't stuff this one up. in my opinion. So I would go in expecting greatness for RE4.
I think that's more than fair. I really think they're going to put it all into this one. I'm just curious if they're going to reuse assets again, which, I mean, I expect it.
They are.
Yeah.
They are from Village, because they coincided in development. So there will be things, but you probably won't really notice. Unless we're really looking for it, you won't notice. But in terms of there is another Resident Evil game we're missing here that is an online game. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're talking about RE-verse, right?
RE-verse. Now that could be a pile of shit.
It could be. I mean, it depends. Is it really going to be a free situation, or gonna throw in a couple Lady Dimitrescu skins?
Well, if they do, I'll buy every single one.
No, I bet you will, Dan Allen. You're the biggest Lady Dimitrescu. Oh, man.
I need to get those videos out, man.
Oh, man. Hell
Me
yeah.
and Lady D, baby, we did 10 million views together. I got to thank her.
Shit, man. That's pretty amazing.
Well, I think she's to blame, not me. But no, well, we don't have any official confirmation that she's in it yet. So, but that's what I heard. So we'll see. I don't know what they're doing in terms of the marketing for the Village DLC and Reverse, and then for the marketing's been so weird. All they did was give us a bunch of information at the Capcom thing, and then a bit at the Summer Games Fest, and then now it's just like they'll sprinkle a random trailer out that shows the exact same thing. You know what I mean? It's just, it's like there's nothing out at the moment. Wouldn't you try and capitalize, show a bit more, be in the news cycle? Like, there's literally nothing happening.
Yeah, I know. Maybe they don't have faith in their product. Well, actually, I think wouldn't
you put like a 6-minute gameplay piece out for RE4? Because you would dominate the news with that gameplay.
Well, I mean, come on, Dan Allen. You think they want to show it off right now?
Well, it's not that far out. I reckon they'd have. It's pretty much there. Like, you know, even get a bit of a vertical slice out.
Something.
But, you know, they did their own thing. I mean, they did their own thing. Their marketing's never been great, in my opinion. So, for any of their games, Capcom, really. Like, look at Pragmata. They put a trailer out and then you never hear from it again. It's almost like, is it dead?
Yeah, total vaporware. And that's one thing I've always wanted more of from Capcom is new IPs. And that would have been cool to see them do some like space horror, you know, experimental sci-fi shit. Whew. Nope. Heisenberg Part 2.
Was one of the leaks that RE was going into space or something?
No,
or
but
no.
No, I didn't hear that part.
That wasn't one of them, was it? That was just Prime Baker saying that, wasn't
it? Yeah, he was like, yeah. Oh, man.
Anyway, I'll leave you there, but one other thing, that RE Netflix show, that has to be some of the worst RE content I've ever seen in my life. I had to turn it off. I didn't finish it.
You didn't finish it?
Didn't talk about it at all. Didn't tell anyone about it. Didn't promote it at all. Just left it alone because that's where it deserves to be, left alone. It is garbage.
Damn. Dan Allen Gaming. The Based. Holy shit, man. I agree. That thing can take a flying fuck. Man.
Have a good day.
Hell yeah, Dan Allen. Thank you. Dude. It's definitely nighttime in the compartment bay. Let's see how this goes here. Let's end the poll. Dan Allen Gaming. Make sure you subscribe to him. Tells it like it is. He's already got like 100,000 something subs. So please make the number go higher. Let's get him to 200,000, 500,000. Shit. 1 million. Are you guys saying Prey is PG? Are you guys screwing with me? If this piece of scum is anywhere below PG-13, not interested. What is the rating? No, it says it's rated R. What are you guys talking about, man? Do we got promoters for a film in here? So you get me to say the name? We got promoters for a film in here? But no, like Dan Allen was saying, I was a little off timing on that conversation, but RE-verse could be a huge stinking pile of shit. It's like a free game that they delayed for a long... It's just too long. Too much of a delay. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? At the same time, who gives a shit? It's like a side piece. Something actually no one cares about, which is very strange to me. Very strange to me. Here, actually, one more poll before we close down the compartment bay. How long have we been live? About 2 hours? Here, let's see. You guys want me to extend the show? Here, let me see. I've never done a poll like that. What up, DeathX? They know that they fucked up with RE3 remakes, so they won't fuck up RE4. Did they really screw up that bad, though? In the eyes, their perspective, did they screw up? Because I think the game financially did pretty fucking great. I think it did great. And I mean, I guess Dan Allen Gaming is right. It has been 17 years since I loved Resident Evil. I guess the way I see it is that I love more Resident Evils than I dislike. But there is a turning point we are coming to where I will dislike more Resident Evils than I enjoy. It's just a fact of the matter. And I'm not saying I dislike Resident Evil 5. Even Resident Evil 6 has its moments. Certain campaign parts, certain sections are acceptable. That's about as far as that goes. But I mean, Jesus, we are so far out of the zone when it comes to Resident Evil 7, Biohazard. It's like, what the hell, man? They could have called it something else. Like you guys have been saying. They could have called it anything. Shit. Literally anything. But it's mostly about a guy saving his girlfriend in the woods. And not only that, it just turns into... Oh, man. We may as well go to space. Whatever they're doing with the moon and the worshipping of the, moonlight. I don't know what's going on with Resident Evil 9 exactly. Or at least these accusations. These, what do you call them? Rumors. Yeah, it's in active development, but at the same time, like, this game can change. And at this point, I'm taking about half of this information and flushing it down the toilet. I don't think Resident Evil 9 necessarily leaked. I mean, we still got 2 to 3 years until the game drops. When did Village leak for me? About 5 months before its release. That is when this game will probably leak. And Capcom has problems with this, and who knows if they even have a script, like maybe they leaked their own information, and it's like a fake leak. Whatever's going on here, I'm trying to let you guys know that I'm ignoring this situation. I look at some of this, and I'm like, yeah, could be. We're talking far off, man. I'm looking into Resident Evil 4 Remake. Like Dan Allen Gaming said, they've changed some things, and that's alarming to me. But do you want a carbon copy experience of a game that we've been playing on 30 different consoles? I think not. I think not. Alrighty, guys. I think we're going to call it there. A little bit quiet in that chat. We got viewership. People are here. But, you know. Here, let's see. Just making sure I didn't miss anything here. Hell yeah, that's the real Dan Allen Gaming. So I think I might toss him a little wrench here. Toss him a little wrench, just so we know. No impersonators. Anyway, folks. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Can't tell what's going on here. Here, let's just get a little inspirational music. Maybe that'll zest things up. Resident Evil will turn around when the ship is sinking. Any sooner than that would be too much to ask from current day Capcom. The modern day era, Capcom has a hold on you. Not with quality, but nostalgia. Remove Chris Redfield, and what do you have? A brand new fucking IP with the occasional mention of Umbrella. Almost never mentioning what they should be. So sad. Kino stream. Hell yeah, Quinn Grimm. Appreciate you. Golden Apple says, resident shithole. It's pretty good. Kino, mister. Hell yeah, Lost Frames. Appreciate you guys, big time. Chaz the Bass coming through, providing 5 memberships to the channel. Hell yeah. 24 likes in the compartment bay. I can't tell the other information of the stream. We'll be live again tomorrow. And the next day. And the next day. And the next day. We'll be live more this month. Probably than last month. Looking to try and go every single day. See how we can do. I'll try to be earlier, though. Because I know some people want to see it. Some people want to join the show, and it's just a little too late for them. It's okay. We can bend the schedule for sleepy time babies. No problem. We will wake up and smell that coffee. Once again, Dylan in the details, aka the brass fucking tax. Telling it like it is in Reality Check City, that's how it goes. Next time you hear a rumor about a leak from Resident Evil, take it with a grain of salt, because I know better than that shit. Appreciate you guys getting down to the brass tacks. Thanks for being here. Rat Gaddy, hell yeah. Until next time, folks. Ta-ta.
the last donate for tonight.
Oh my God!